Okay, on a more serious note, here's the game. When you play it for reals, this is all you'll see is a board. That's what the user will see. The second board here is a test board that we created for the purposes of being able to debug the program without actually going insane. It actually has the answers to everything. But the player won't have the answers, and they'll look at this blank board, and a little dash symbolizes a hidden square that you can't see. Now, the model that we used to model this game after, we used a 2D struct, or I'm sorry, a 2D array with struct in each element, and each struct holds information whether the square is being shown to the player or if it's hidden, whether it has a bomb or not, and then also I think how many adjacent squares that are touching that are mines. So classic Minesweeper, you would just randomly select one. I'm going to go with 0 and 8. So we have the 0 row and the 8th column. So I'm going to hit 0, enter, 8, enter. Now it's going to say, hey, do you want to mark this mine? Do you want to flag it, essentially? Just like the old school game. And we're going to say no, because we don't know if it is a mine. Theoretically, we wouldn't know at all. So once I hit enter, you can see that we went through our little loop, and the program went and it cleared out all the 0 space. So it looked, and if there was an adjacent 0 touching that 0, it did. Once it cleared out all those zeros, it then went and grabbed all the adjacent squares to the zeros that weren't revealed, and revealed that information for the player to be able to deduce where the mines are a little bit better, and keep the game from going at a snail's pace. So there's that. Let's try 4 and 0 and open up a little bit more. I know I'm cheating because I got the answers. And no, we don't want to flag that one either. And so you can see that opens it up, and we've got just a few of them left here. Now, using some of the information here, I'm looking at this one here. These are all shown. This one is not shown, but this one says there's one mine touching it. Well, none of these are mines. This is a mine, so we're going to put 0 and 2 in there, and we're going to flag it. Yes, flag. And it's got a cute little flag. It's adorable. It's Unicode. Go lets us use runes, and it's already preset up. It doesn't necessarily default to ASCII characters, so you can use other little things. So that was kind of a fun thing we did with the Go. But there's that, and let's go 4 and 5, and let's flag that one as well. Hey, look, we got 2 flags. And so basically, when you get the whole board cleared, the game's going to go, you win! It just actually prints it on the screen. It's really not a big deal, but we did go out of our way just to have some fun. When they do step on a mine, we really kind of made that a big deal. So if you hit 4 and 8, that should be a mine. Let's not flag it. And boom! Whoa! You died. But so that's our game, Minesweeper. It's just a basic loop. If I was to take you through some of the code here, you can see here in the main category here, it starts off with prints begin Minesweeper. It goes and initialize the boards, or the board, and then it goes into a forever loop. It prints the board. We do have it flagged. If this is, it'll test a print board. We'll actually print out all the contents no matter what. It won't hide anything. It'll set everything to true just to print it out. Here we collect with a scanf the data, and we from the user, and we apply it to the row and the column, and then of course whether they want to flag the bomb. Once we get the information, we do a validity check here. We just make sure the stuff's good, and then if it is, basically if you hit a bomb and you don't mark it, it runs the boom program. You lose, game over. And if it's anything other than that, it's gonna, show the square for you. And then what happens is every time it shows a square or you flag something like that, the count goes up. And when the count goes up, there's so many squares on the board. If the count equals that minus the bombs, which I think is down here, then you've clearly cleared the board and everything's good. And this right here, it goes into the code to allow you to mark the bomb. And the rest is pretty simple. It's just a few controls. In the right here, we have a clear board function. Basically, it's a series of nested if statements, or actually not even nested, just if statements. And we check all the adjacent squares: the northwest square, the north, the northeast, the west, the southwest, south, so on and so forth. And we do that a few times. The first time, I think, to get all the square, we did it for the adjacent zeros, we did it for the clear board, and we did it originally to get the numbers to put in to see what's around a bomb. But yeah, that's pretty much the game, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.